First of all, hats off to Boise State. Coach Ava lost his team. I mean, just had an unbelievable effort. Lost their quarterback. Their backup comes in. He throws a touchdown. There was a lot of ups and downs. The crowd was unbelievable. This program's only lost, I think, 15 times here at home since 2000. So what a big-time quality win for our program on the road. It was hard-earned. There was a lot of things, looking back, we got it correct. They had something to do with some of them. We went down there in the first drive. We had a tip pass. It was almost a touchdown. They picked it off, got the momentum back. We got down there to about inside the 15, 4th and 1. We got stuffed. I mean, that doesn't happen much. Hats off to them. They did a great job with that. Then we went down there and we had a ball we thought was a touchdown, and it bounced up and they picked it off. So it was a lot of things that went against us. Our guys kept fighting. Our defense did a really good job. We went 0 at the end. Their backup quarterback hit the slant, got a big play touchdown. And then our offense drove the field, not the field, but a 40-yard field goal. And Boomer, what can you say about Boomer? 50-yard, 55, a 50-yard field goal, and at the end with the game on the line, 40 yards, and he drilled it. And hats off to our guys up front, that were protecting everything with that.
What more can you say about Colt Boomer? I know you felt like you shot yourself in the foot with so many tries, but he came up clutch every single time.
Yeah, he's one of the best kickers in college football. I really believe he was last year, even though he's a true freshman and all that. But it doesn't get any tougher than that on the road. 55-50, is that right? What it was, 55 and 50, and then a 40-yarder. He drilled it, to ice the game, to win the game at the end. And just proud of our team. I just told our team, I'm so proud of them. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Our coaches, we got to do a better job, okay? And we will. There's a lot of stuff to correct. But it's hard to win like that. I mean, if you face that many up and downs and had a chance, the place was rocking, and the offense went down there and kicked the field goal last play of the game. That is the type of win that'll help us as a team later on in the season. And we can build from that, we can grow from that, but you got to give boys a lot of credit. They had a good plan, they got tough guys, they got a lot of pride. The crowd was unbelievable, so we're happy to get away from here with a victory.
Gus, you look at John Rice, he had a couple interceptions, those bounced off of
Two of them were tipped,
two
of them were tipped.
Is that something that you still want to stress to John, like you said last week about?
I think the first one could have been caught. The second one, was a catch, a bobble up. There was another one, but yeah. So we just, you can't turn the football over. We turned the football over on the road. We had a penalty, a motion penalty in a 2-minute situation. The odds are when you have a 5-yard motion penalty, you don't have very many. And that was a huge play John Rice made, scramble, hit Alec Holler on the sideline. It was like, what was it, 2nd and 18 or something. That was probably the play of the game.
He got hit pretty hard there at the end. Is he all right?
Yeah, he got hit big time hard. Yeah, that blows my mind. I don't know what targeting is anymore if that's not. That was, wow. I don't know.
What does a win like this say about this team? You go on the road in a hostile environment, you lose the lead, and then you go and win it back. Just talk about what this means for your team.
Our team has a lot of character. They have a lot of fight. We talked about overcoming adversity. We had 0 adversity the first game. It was happiness camp the whole game. We knew we were going to have adversity, but I was so proud of our team, the way that they battled, and there wasn't any negativity, man. It was just next man up, let's find a way. And our team did that, and I'm real proud of them.
You look at this road trip. You said before the season started, obviously having 6 road games is going to be a big challenge for you guys. You look at this road trip, not everything went well exactly as you guys wanted to go. So what does that say about your team, as you mentioned, battling back from adversity to not get through those hiccups and stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of things we can correct. I know I can just tell during the game. There's a lot of things we can correct. But God, to come here and get away. And I told our guys the other day, we come home with a 1-point victory. We're going to be fired up. Well, it was a 2-point victory, so we're fired up. We're 2-0. Very few teams, like I said, 15. Think about that now. There's only been 15 people since 2000 that came in here and beat these guys. It's one of the better, traditional programs in all of college football. And that was, I'm not for sure who scheduled that, but that was a tough one. Terry didn't schedule that.
During camp, you talked about practicing for those late game situations.
Yeah, there
you
it
saw
is.
it play out.
And they executed, and they did it. I thought we did a solid job with our timeouts there, trying to figure out. We didn't want to take a sack, in that. And Jared got banged up there, and we decided to have a sprint draw. Johnny made something happen right there, and then we had a little zone read. Johnny bounced it, and got on that right hash for a 40-yarder.
You've had some bad luck in the first half. What can you say about holding Boise State to just 10 points?
Unbelievable job by our defense. I mean, for 30 minutes, I think we held them to 0, and then they made a 50-yard field goal themselves against the win. And then they had that last drive. They had their backup quarterback in, and we were aggressive. We wanted to come here to win the game. We went 0, and he made a really good play, and the receiver caught it inside of us. Scored a touchdown.
You guys, in the first half, you guys struggled a little bit running the football. In the second half, you looked like you made more concerted effort to give to R.J. Harvey.
That's the key. But we were a lot more committed. We were, we just, we're pretty good at running the football, and we just made that commitment. Sometimes when you're going through adversity, you got to get back to who you are, and we did that more in the second half.
Which second half, several of those wildcat in the game, several of those wildcat plays. What's the thinking in not using JRP in this situation?
Well, if you look, I guess the last year, I think we were almost undefeated in that situation. So give them credit. I bet we're 1 for 20, 1 for 15. So we felt good about it. Give them credit. We got stuff. So that was really our thinking, that we felt good about it. And didn't get it. But when you don't get it 1 out of 15 times, you get questions. That's fair, okay? That's fair.
I know we're a few weeks away from Big 12 play, but what does a win like this in this sort of environment? Because you're going to face this 5 times on the road this season.
Yeah, 5 more, right?
5 more of these.
Yeah, we had nothing like experience. You're going through. It was really loud. Just give the fans credit.
What about the defense in the second half? You guys were able to get more penetration.
Yeah.
They were able to get to the
Well, we got it for the quarterback. I think we were a little more aggressive with our calling, but we were able to get the quarterback a few times, and that really helped. We got them behind the chains, and give them credit on that last drive, that 4th and 2 right there. And they made a play. Give them credit. They rolled out, and I think we brought pressure from that area, and then that quarterback cut it back. And he made a really good play.
Back on Golden, how much has he earned your trust over his 2 seasons?
Who's that?
Colton. He's earned your trust over and over again.
He's one of the better kickers in college football. It's hard to do what he did. I mean, he's a real guy.
How much better is this 5.5-hour plane ride going to be, knowing that you got the win in your
We're actually spending the night here tonight, so I think that's good. And I think what will happen, we'll be able to get up, sleep in a bed, and really appreciate Terry for making that happen. We'll fly out in the morning, and we'll be ready to go.
What does that mean for your schedule? Does it disrupt your plans for the next
No, not at all. Matter of fact, when we get back, we'll be refreshed, and we'll just hit the ground running with our meetings and practice.
What was your message to the team after this win?
Just how proud of them. It's hard to do. And beat a championship team on their home turf. It's really hard to do, and we knew it'd be really tough, and they found a way.
Could you have that play where you're going to go for a 4th down, and then have the motion penalty that backs you guys up, and you have kicking the field goal? At that time, were you, just trying to get some points and touchdowns as far as what you're?
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty good at 4th and 1 last year, and we felt good about our play, and their D-line moved, and we jumped, and we weren't real disciplined tonight, up front with our motions and all that. But you got to give those guys credit.
What about as far as the red shoulder troubles? You guys,
Well,
he
the first one I think was close to a touchdown, and it bounced. They picked it off. The second one I thought was a touchdown, and it went up, and they picked it off. We tried the trick play there, on the double pass. They played it great. Got us behind the chains. We had to kick a field goal, but I think you got to give Boise credit too. So we didn't get it done, and they did a great job.
And what about on that last drive, Plumlee? What he was able to do for you? You talked about his plays.
He's a winner. I mean, the play he made on 2nd and 18, that was probably the play of the game, other than our kicker kicking the last play. And he scrambled and he found our tight end right there at the sticks, and that gave us a breath of fresh air. And then we went ahead and ran smash, and Colby Hudson brought it back to the boundary, and that we got in field goal range. We were able to kind of slow down a little bit and just tried to run it a little bit. We didn't want to take a chance on getting a sack, but we felt good about him kicking it. Tried to get a little sprint draw right there, and they went for about 7, and then we tried to read zone.
That's good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.